Hello everybody, I am Laura and in this video Farah and I will be giving you some information about M-Pesa. After watching this video you will be able to answer the following questions. What is it? How did it start? How is it used? What are its uses? And is it considered a disruptive innovation? And you also have some knowledge on the company's market research and segmentation, its marketing, growth, and the advantages and disadvantages this innovation has. M-Pesa is a mobile phone-based money transfer service designed and launched in 2007 by a company in Kenya called Safaricom. Safaricom is the largest mobile network operator in Kenya, where Vodafone is actually a shareholder. You might be wondering, what does M-Pesa even mean? Where did the name come from? And of course, why was it even invented? To answer the first question, M-Pesa, where M stands for mobile and Pesa is Swahili for money. Now let me tell you about why M-Pesa was even invented in the first place. It didn't start as a big invention and wasn't meant to outperform any of the existing products. It was only meant to solve a small problem. Chama is an informal micro-saving group where individuals pool and invest their savings together. So M-Pesa was designed as a way for Chama women to send and receive money from each other in their monthly contribution arrangements. However, when it launched, it revealed a much bigger demand for its service. It gave anyone in the country with a mobile phone the power to send and receive money, no internet needed. Safaricom is actually headquartered in Nairobi. Nairobi is known to be one of the most dangerous cities in Africa. In the past, money was sent up country by bus and often didn't arrive. This is why M-Pesa was the perfect invention for people living there. Now let's go back to the part where I told you that this service gave anyone in the country with a mobile phone the power to send and receive money without any internet. How is that possible? M-Pesa provides transaction services through a SIM card. Once the SIM card has been inserted into the card slot of the mobile phone, users can make payments and transfer money with only SMS messages. It makes it possible for unbanked people to pay for goods and services and also receive money without having to go to an actual bank. There are a lot of M-Pesa outlets distributed across the country where customers can transfer liquid cash into electronic cash. The user can go and give the money that needs to be stored to the kiosk agent or attendant, who then transfers the amount in digital form to the user's M-Pesa account. M-Pesa provides receipts as proof of transaction. These kiosks are found nearly everywhere in Kenya, thereby providing an effective and extensive distribution channel, reaching both urban and rural areas. What are the uses of M-Pesa? This shows you multiple ones. You can transfer money, recharge your account, pay bills, electricity bills for example, and pay for your direct-to-home digital satellite service. You can also keep money on the account for future use instead of carrying cash around. Here is a step-by-step explanation on how to pay a bill. You could stop the video for a few seconds to read them if you're interested. Safaricom has also partnered with some banks to enable the use of their ATMs to minimize the M-Pesa agent liquidity.
This is Farah speaking now, and I'll move on to the next point of our video. Now let's talk about why M-Pesa is considered a disruptive innovation. But before doing that, let me tell you what a disruptive innovation in general is. Disruptive innovations describe a process whereby a smaller company with little resources is able to challenge already established incumbent businesses. What are incumbent businesses? These are businesses or companies that focus on improving or offering products and services for the most demanding and profitable customers. They focus on the needs of some segments while other segments are ignored. Disruptive innovations focus more on these neglected segments, thus creating new markets with products that often perform less well but are affordable, simpler, and more convenient. This illustration helps us see how such products attract new types of consumers at the lower end of the market, which is the least profitable, and then the products move up to the higher end of the market, disrupting already existing products. And as Laura mentioned before, the simplicity of the M-Pesa service made it very attractive to the poor who otherwise wouldn't be able to access bank services. Therefore, it changed the user's worldview and behavior as they can easily use the application, unlike online money transfers in Kenya, as most of the people there have limited internet access. And with M-Pesa being a disruptive innovation, it grew very quickly throughout the years and into different countries. Now I'd like to tell you more about the growth of M-Pesa. As mentioned before, M-Pesa started in 2007, and after M-Pesa's first year, it had 2 million users. And by 2012, Kenya became a leader in mobile money technologies in the world, despite being a poor country. By 2015, it was implemented in 10 different countries. We'll have a look at the countries now. Here we can see the countries that offer the M-Pesa services, which was started in Kenya in March 2007, joined by other multiple countries, and Ghana joined lastly in August 2015.
It's Laura speaking again, and now I'm going to tell you about the market research and segmentation. As previously mentioned, M-Pesa was designed as a small idea to help Chama, and it turned out to be very successful. It kind of served the company as a trial period or test marketing. Safaricom then set up a department to focus on actually building, selling, and operating M-Pesa. To operate effectively and successfully, a thorough market research started to understand the consumer's wants and needs. After that, it was obvious which segments would be targeted. These segments are, first of all, unbanked Safaricom mobile customers, urban migrant workers in the city who regularly send money to their family members, and business organizations in order for them to have a safe and effective method of making and receiving money. As for marketing, I'm going to tell you with the company's simple and easy to remember slogans for M-Pesa, like send money home and relax, you have got M-Pesa. These slogans are meant for customers to remember the importance, role, and benefits of M-Pesa. Maybe the color green has caught your eye by now. All M-Pesa agents wear green and the stores are also painted in green. This ensures a uniform appearance and helps customers locate the agents easier. Farah will carry on with the presentation.
So I'm back again, this time telling you about the advantages and disadvantages of our chosen topic, M-Pesa. So let's start by mentioning what the advantages of the service are. M-Pesa has managed to connect Kenya's unbanked population to the financial sector simply via mobile phones. Secondly, users don't need to visit a store in person to make or receive cash payments or transfers and check their accounts because they can simply do it via their mobile phones, which makes M-Pesa convenient, efficient, and very easy to use. M-Pesa also reduces the risk of street robbery, granting people more security as they don't have to go around carrying cash. And it also allows the poor to save and transfer money safely even in small amounts. Vodafone also claims that the application helps government collect taxes and pay the social security to workers, as it also enables charities and NGOs to send money to a large number of people at once. Let's turn our attention now to the disadvantages of the service. Users in rural areas usually have limited internet access or bad network connection, which can lead to issues or difficulties when using the services. Also, users are at a high risk of being exposed to online scams, therefore making M-Pesa vulnerable to fraud. The ease with which M-Pesa allows people to take short-term loans via mobile device leads us to our third disadvantage, which is the increased levels of debt. Borrowers often take loans without fully understanding the terms and conditions, which may result in the inability of people paying back their debts. The probability of this happening is very high, especially that Kenya is a poor country. But despite M-Pesa being very successful, there are some critical factors behind this success. First, one of the most basic and critical factors for the success of M-Pesa was the large market share of Safaricom in Kenya. The size of the market share of Safaricom allowed the company flexibility to try several new services with its already large customer base, without the fear of causing the migration of already existing subscribers to other networks. Secondly, is the regulatory environment, which could have been a limiting factor in the introduction of such an innovation. It seems that the relevant authorities in this case were very supportive and played a big role to help shape the service and build the trust needed for people to use the service.
We have now reached the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching.